Hi guys, welcome to today's stream. I hope you've had a wonderful rest of your day. I am not going to do a super long stream tonight, but I'm hoping to at least get a couple of things done. So if you guys want to join me, that would be great. Hovannes, welcome. How are you? Hi Robin, you're back. How's your day been? I hope it's not as warm up there in Brizzy as it is here. Now, where was my other brush? Which I can't seem to find anywhere. I think it's this one. How is the COVID over there in Brisbane, Robin? I noticed that it's really bad. You're better now that you see me? Aww. Might let Zazu out in a second and see if he's awake now that I'm going to be in here in the studio for a bit. But I think he's sleeping. We'll see. Maybe we can get him to come out for a bit. How has your day been, Hovannes? You had a 3-day lockdown over the weekend, but seems to be all good now. You just have to wear masks for the next 10 days. Okay, well that's great that things have settled down. Luckily, you know, they're onto it very quickly, which is good. It's okay, let the Zazu sleep. Oh, he can decide if he wants to come out or not, so. Olaland, welcome, how are you? Hi Dad Guy, nice to see you again. You think you missed my first stream? Yes, you have, but that's okay. I have this one as well. But I won't be doing a super long stream tonight because I'm trying to, you know, get some more things done during the daytime now that I've got paintings that I want to get progress on. So we'll see. Shops were so crowded on the Friday it was announced. 2-hour wait to get to the checkout. Oh my goodness. Why do people freak out like that? I don't get it. I mean, it's not like the shops won't get restocked, you know? That's so crazy. How's the heat over in Brisbane? I can't seem to get all this paint off my brush. Seemingly just wants to stay stuck on here. Nostravis, welcome. How are you? Probably should move your Zazu a bit away from that. Otherwise he's gonna chew my wood. Don't want him to chew any wood. So this morning I was working on the skirting board down here on the bottom. I just wanted to add another dimension between the ceiling and the floorboards. So I'm really happy with it. I think the only thing I want to change up a little bit is to have it seem more like a part of the same shade, I guess, as the background. So yeah, I'm gonna go over in glazing medium once that's dry, and then I can fix that up. Just did exactly how I want it to. It's actually been really cool here, which is weird. Okay, yeah, that is weird for Brisbane, isn't it? We've got like a really bad heat wave here at the moment, so you're pretty lucky that you're, you know, you're free from that. You like my top? For once you have it right, Hovannes. You got that one right this time, so congratulations. Now, I'm not sure. I think I had more blue mixed in my black, so for the hair. Trying to get the hair done. Lucky guess? No, I think it was a smart guess. I think you're getting better at your guesses. Oh, we need more blue. pretty sure I used cobalt blue last time. So I'll try some more of that. This is looking pretty nice. You love it? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's been a while, you know, since I last worked on it. It was sometime before Christmas, so yeah, I need to push to get it done. Can't just slack around over here. So hopefully, after a good long week of dedication to this painting, I can, you know, get it off my list. You like how I take the time to go through each artwork to really add the final touches. Thank you, Dark Guy. Yeah, I think I like to let them sit and, you know, just essentially go back to them and add more detail to them and everything, so yeah. They're not finished until I feel like it. That cotton web looks so good. Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna get a couple of strands from the cotton web to the spider over there as well, so have to still get around to that. Luckily all of that is nice and dry, so I shouldn't have too many issues with that. That's a good idea. Oh, thank you. Hope so. Really do hope so. Now I don't want to go too dark, so I do need to lighten that up a little bit more. I think I need some more linseed oil for that as well. So what have you been up to on your streams, Dart Guy? It's been a while since I caught one of them. Been so distracted the last couple of weeks. I'm trying to get back into a normal schedule again. So hopefully, you know, after this week I'll settle back into it. Finishing up an OC. You get it, you know I'm busy, don't have to tell you. Please do take care of myself and take all the time I need. Thank you, thank you. I know, but it's not just, you know, I do need to make progress on my paintings, so I can't just, you know, slack around. I need to get them done, and some of these I actually had wanted to get done last year, so I'm a little bit upset that I didn't get them done, but I'll get around to it. And I don't want to rush the process, you know. I don't want to just get them done for the sake of getting them done as well, because, well, if that were the case, I could have made them abstract pieces and, you know, gotten them done in a couple of minutes, so I'll do fine. You are here to support me. Oh, thank you. Absinthe, how are you? Hi. You're just here for Zazu. Oh, Hovannes, I know that. I know that. That's okay, no hard feelings. He's very, very cute. If I were you, he would be the main reason I come to this stream too. So, don't blame you whatsoever. How have you been, Absinthe? Oh, hi, Cyberdust. You're back. Glad to see you here again. So many of you guys on. It's awesome. Well, right before I started streaming tonight, I was playing Wolfenstein ET with my brother. And we had a bit of like, not a very official one, but a slightly competitive match, which was super fun. And so we had to essentially race the clock against the other team. So yeah, that was pretty fun. It was intense, so I kind of just needed a bit of, you know, relaxation time afterwards to, I guess, not have to think about that the whole time. Love the new emote? Oh, thank you. I figured we need a Zazu emote on the stream, you know? On par with the Hammy. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Better now they're here. Who? Absent? But yeah, it was pretty awesome getting to play with everyone earlier. I had so much fun. Yeah, I think it needed that extra dimension just there. How was it with the fan belt? Oh, that didn't go so well. We had to get the car towed to the garage, so yeah, that took a couple of hours. So I had to go with my dad to get to my brother, and then I had to drive my dad's car back to our house, and then go and get my dad in my car because well, essentially we're using my dad's service to get my brother towed, and so we don't want it to seem like he was driving his own car, because legally, well, there's no rule against it. Essentially my dad should have been the driver when it happened and he wasn't, so we kind of had to get his car out of the way so it wouldn't seem like he wasn't the driver, essentially. But oh well. But yeah, we're getting it repaired, so probably tomorrow I need to drive my brother to the mechanic, and we'll see what happens. He can try and fix it himself, so he'll try and get a quote and see how much it is. Essentially, it looks like what happened, or what they think happened, was one of the tubes or valves or something got disconnected, and it's the oil or it leaked onto the fan belt, and that made the fan belt slippery and it fell off, and that's what happened. So as soon as we get that valve fixed, it shouldn't happen again, hopefully. We'll see. Oh, you can see Zazu in the background. He's so cute. He really is. When I was playing ET, he had his little hand in a ball like that, and he was muffling the cutest sounds, being very distracting, and I had to try and focus. It was so hard. Yeah, he's very happy right now. So he likes to be with you guys. That's why I like letting him choose, at least. If he wants to be awake, he can be awake. If not, he can go back to sleep. So that was the sound you were hearing? Yeah, it's Zazu. He talks, it's super cute. Yeah, he does, he does. He says about, I think, 23 or more words or phrases. He's so smart. A little bit too much. Too much for his own good sometimes, but oh well. We deal with it. He wasn't very happy when I had to go out earlier, because that meant he has to stay stuck and alone in his own cage. And he hates that. He never has to do that, only when I'm out, because he chews everything in here. I don't want to go too dark, but I do think that I need a little bit more contrast to play with. Otherwise, I'm not really going to get enough variation on here. So just want to see if I can push it out a little bit more. He heard you talking smack. He probably did. Better watch out, he might get too smart and start doing my taxes next. I'd actually love that if he did that. I'd appreciate that. He might get too smart and start streaming without NECA and also paint. Oh, well, I would be very proud if he could do some paintings. Earning his keep would be some 10 out of 10 pet work. Yeah, he could do little pet portraits. Or maybe he could paint you guys. Or I think if Zazu were an artist, he would just paint pistachios all day and then he'd probably try to eat them. I think that's what he'd do. Yeah, definitely. Just imagine you'd watch that. That would actually be adorable. It would, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'd wish he could stream. That would be super cute. I would create his own Twitch channel for him and he could have his own following and just be him all day. It would be like that episode of Love and Death and Robots where the pool robot becomes a sentient and grows to be a galaxy influencing artist. Oh, that sounds super cool. Mentions pistachio, Zazu. Ooh. Yeah, he actually, there's another word that I use, which I won't use right now because if I do, I don't, like sometimes if I mention it, he will start screaming, so I'll type it in the chat. Why is my keyboard not working? Oh, thank you for the follow, Aruna Chalam. I'll just call you Aruna. Yep, all my Bluetooth has cut out, so unfortunately I can't share it to you guys, but I'll spell it out. It's N-U-T-T-Y. If I say that word sometimes, he goes crazy. And if he doesn't get them, he goes into a screaming session. Exactly, yeah. So I try to avoid to say it too loud. Yeah, because you don't want to have a noisy Zazu when you're streaming. Your friend says that to her cats? Really? I have armed you with cursed knowledge. Oh no, well you guys can't. You can only type it. You can't say it, so he can't hear. So I'm all good, I'm safe. How old is Zazu? I think he's around 6 or 7 years old. Oh, enable text to speech? No, I don't want to do that. No way. No, you're gonna make him go crazy. It's all good until someone buries it in a paragraph. Yeah, if someone got to do text to speech and he actually recognized the word, and he wanted some, which he generally always does, he would go crazy. So yeah, I think Zaz is about 6 to 7 years old. Cause I think I've got the date that I got him on his website. So I can just always check it out. Did he just say, "What you doing, mate?" He does, yeah. He says, "What you doing, hey?" It's one of his favorite things to say, so. Is he saying, "I love you, what you doing?" Yeah, so at the moment, I think he's been running through, "Hello, I love you, what you doing, hey?" He also says peekaboo. And he's been making some other kind of miming noises as well, which they don't really mean anything. Just kind of sounds I make to him from time to time, so nothing really special. Can you imagine a Willy Wonka-esque factory of candy floss spiders all working away? Oh my goodness, that would be so cool. You know what I found the other day? Actually, I found that last night. What's his name again? It should be on my phone. Let me quickly have a look if I can find it. It's open on my phone because I'm actually wanting to buy it, so... oh yeah, it's from Benjamin Lacombe. And he has a story called Famille Rapunzel or something. And it's he's actually made little chocolate tubs, but like a monster version, and they're really cute. They've got actual chocolate in and little one-eyed monster girls on them. I so badly want to get one, so... Oh, Neo, thank you for that follow. I really appreciate that. Can't be creepier than Oompa Loompas. I know, they were so bad. Cute as heck, he really is, yeah. Definitely less creepy than Oompa Loompas. Those are adorable sounding. Yeah, I think little spiders working away on candy fairy floss actually sounds non-creepy. Oompa Loompa scared you to death when you were a kid. Still one of your favorite movies as a kid? Oh my goodness, it scared you and you still loved it. Well, some of those are the best movies, aren't they? The scary ones. How are you doing, Nuo? Tell us a bit about where you're from, what kind of art you like to make. Love to get to know you a bit better. Always lovely seeing new faces on here. Oh, thank you for the follow, Psycho Panda. Always nice having a little bit more crazy around here. You're from Texas, so you say yell a lot. Your art is only sketches because you started learning 3 days ago. And you only do digital art at the moment. Well, there's no shame in digital art. It's actually quite challenging. So, and I'm so glad to hear that you're taking up art as a new interest of yours. Sounds awesome. What have you been into sketching lately? Cutting sugar out is hard, fam. The dreams are real. Oh no, why do you have to cut sugar out? Diabetes or something? Panda, please tell us a little bit about who you are, where you're from, everything. It's only a matter of time before Zazu says to Nekka, I love what you're doing. Unfortunately, Zazu has stopped learning new words, so that sucks a little bit. Glasses, watches, and poses. Well, those sound like really good things to start practicing on, so yeah. Glasses can be so hard though. Like all their different reflections and stuff. Oh my goodness. So hard. Vanity, you're cutting sugar out for vanity. No sympathy deserved. Oh. Well, you know, I don't know. I drink a lot of sugar in my coffee. So I would say I'm pretty guilty myself. Your sketches are very bad though. I'm sure they're not. I'm sure, I mean, you have to start somewhere, so feedbacks are a great way for learning. Oh yeah, Neo, if you'd like to, you can share some of your work with us on Discord. Yeah, just post it on the art channel and let me know if you'd like me to show it on my stream to everybody and just have a look. We'd love to. Hi there, you're from Mexico. You're doing chainmail keychains right now. Ooh, that sounds fun. How are you doing those? Sounds like a lot of work. Gonna hold your points until you get to 10k for the sketchbook walkthrough. No worries, Cyberdust. I do occasionally do sketchbook walkthroughs on my streams anyway, so if you are lucky enough to just be around when I do one, you'll get to see one anyway. Yeah, I never go through all of it. Oh, thank you so much for the cheer, Chris. Thank you so much. Welcome. Glad to have you on here. Please feel free to introduce yourself as well if you'd like to. You are super excited for the end of the day. Finally have figured out what you're doing, what you're going to do with some laminated beam cut-offs you have had forever. So you're going to art shop sometime today. That sounds awesome. Metal rings and a pair of nippers. Sounds good. Welcome to the stream, Chris. Yeah, welcome. Oh, thank you for the follow, Glitch Bun. Haven't I seen you before? You seem familiar. I'm sure I've seen you around. I'm positive I've seen that name somewhere. Because you can and greeting. Yeah, welcome, Chris. The Twitch art community is so inspiring. Watching us all work is amazing. Oh, well, yeah, and I think, for us artists, the main thing we want to achieve is inspire others to want to make more art, talk about art, share art, essentially just be obsessed about art with other people who like it as well. So getting to inspire others into it is, super special. Yeah, new nibs for your stylus finally arrived. That's nice. So you're gonna be able to get back into it for a bit. How do you know how to replace, when to replace your stylus nibs, by the way? You feel the same way. I was your first art channel here and you're loving this category already. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad, Cyberdust. I'm glad I got to welcome you to Twitch in a good way. Hopefully I can keep doing that. And hopefully you get to meet other artists as well. We've got a good group of really, really friendly artists on here, so you're more than welcome to visit some of these guys, and sometimes we host some of them. So you'll be bound to find other great artists in my raids as well. New here, love my style. Thank you, Hiwatoma. You're studying graphic design at the moment, and this platform shows a lot of different art styles. It really does, doesn't it? Does your graphic design include illustration or not really? Oh, thank you for that follow, Hiwatoma. Really appreciate that. If you'd like to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about who you are, what kind of art you like to make, I'd love that. Just replace them when the nibs are completely gone. Oh no, I don't know, that doesn't sound like good advice to me. That sounds like I'm gonna scratch my whole surface off if I do that. I don't know, should I follow that advice? Seems a little bit too much on the extreme side, I'd say. unrelated note. My eyebrows are on point. You see my effort. Oh, well, thank you. I don't know if I actually would say that I put that much effort into them, so I think I'm just, when I was a kid, I actually was really, like, back then, I think it was more trendy to not have a lot of eyebrows, and so I always thought I had too much, and then nowadays it's like a good thing, so I guess I just lucked out. What inspired me to paint this piece? That's a good question. I think a lot of my concepts just sort of start with, a sketch in my sketchbook, and it's just my mind sort of running free. So I didn't really plan for this to be a painting. It started out as a sketch originally. And yeah, I don't know. I guess it started out with the idea that I wanted to do something with candy and I wanted to do something creepy as well. So I had the fairy floss, and then I guess I just sort of wanted the idea to be that the spider had created the fairy floss. And then I figured, well, if I made her a ballet dancer and she kept spinning and spinning, that would essentially be like the fairy floss machine. And then eventually she would be creating this fairy floss from the spider webs. So yeah, I think it just, it was sort of one thing led to another, I suppose. You try to paint a clementine today, then eat it when you succeed. Wish you luck, guys. Well, we'll cross our fingers for you here, Toma. You'll have to show us what it ends up like in Discord. I'd love to see. That's such a paradox. If I don't listen to you, then technically, if she doesn't listen to you, then technically she is. What do you mean? What's a paradox? You don't have any at home and you're lazy to get one, but it's a funny idea. Oh, with orange juice. I actually had this April Fool's joke last year that I painted with tomato sauce and mustard. So yeah, I just led people on to think that I did, and some people said that it's not great for archival purposes, so I probably shouldn't. But I reassured them that a day after that it wasn't real tomato sauce and mustard, it was just a joke. Fairy floss is cotton candy, just in case. Oh yeah, I think in the States, fairy floss is called cotton candy, so forgot about that. Thank you, Havanes. That's the first fairy floss you have ever seen that isn't vegan friendly. How so? How's this one not vegan friendly? It's just a prank, bro. Pretty sure that if you painted with Heinz, it would archive just fine. Really? Why is that? I'm not helping you foreigners? Oh, I'm sorry that Hovannes has to chime in like that, but he's just clarifying one of the English language's multiple issues, so. Since it's made by a spider, vegans cannot eat it. Really? Even if the spider does it voluntarily, does that count? For some reason, yes. Okay. Vegan means no animal in it whatsoever. No animal product, that is. Right, okay. You can't go vegan because chicken and eggs are too good. Fairy floss sounds Christmassy to you. Some kind of sugar plum vibes. Yeah, it's strange that it's called different things, isn't it? Really weird. I don't get it. Vegans can't or won't eat honey products because bees make them. If you could pay the bees for their labor, maybe. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But the bees are paid with a safe home. That's true, yeah. And I mean, I guess, well, I saw some new bee cages that they build, which doesn't, it means that they don't even have to destroy any of the honeycomb that the bees produce. All they do is they open a tap and honey pours out, doesn't interrupt anything the bees do. Yeah, and so they can just go on with their day. So that's pretty cool. Because I know it can be, honey farming can be pretty destructive to bees, you know. That does make sense. That is super cool. Honey farming is an interesting thing. Yeah, I'm not sure what it's called, but like what the company was called that made them. But I think it costs around $500 to $800, and you can buy your own bee, essentially your own mini bee farm. Yeah, it's called a flow hive. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, you can buy your own flow hive, and the bees come and they make a nest in it. All you have to do is open a tap, that's it, and you get honey and you don't bother the bees. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And you really help the environment doing that as well, because bees are actually pretty endangered, so keeping them safe and, you know, giving them a home is actually really good. So you're glad beekeepers exist because there aren't enough bees. That's true, exactly. Your city has started letting some spaces go back to wildflowers and clover for the forager bees. That's good. Oh, thank you for the follow, Clint. Really appreciate that. Feel free to introduce yourself, tell us a bit about you and your art. You have long passed with vegetarianism because you don't eat red meat in general, nor fish, but you do eat chicken and ham. But when there were family gatherings, they always asked you why you didn't like meat. It just was easier to say you were vegetarian even though you weren't. That does make sense. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. Like, can't people just leave you to your own thing, you know? You even tried, but oh, it didn't work out for you? You thought pork was red meat? No, pork's not red meat. You couldn't live without fish. You lived on the coast your whole life. Yeah, that does make sense. Being so used to something and having it be a memory. My work is beautiful. You yourself are a self-taught figurative oil painter, favoring academic style art. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you like my work and glad to hear you have such an avid interest in the arts. Do you have a favorite artist? Thoroughly enjoying my style. Thank you. Thank you. Well, you're welcome. Hope you feel at home here. Pescatarian is a lovely diet. Yeah, I knew a girl that it was pescatarian, so William Adolph Bouguereau. I don't know him, so let me see. Let me have a look at some of his artwork. I need to check him out. So that's William Adolph Bouguereau. French words can be so tricky, can't they? Oh, he's got like really nice Renaissance work. Does he? Was he Renaissance or was he not? I love these colors though. That's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Wow. You love that my style changes very frequently. I'm so wildly adaptive. Oh, thank you. I didn't know that it changes a lot, so hope that's a good thing. You follow the old masters. Well, they're the best, aren't they? They always have something to teach us. Totally, since you moved to a new city because of college and started living by yourself, you realize how much easier it is to keep a vegetarian diet. Yeah, I think if you're living by yourself, it's easy to choose what you like to eat and what not. And I think it's much harder, you know, when you're living in a group that don't necessarily eat like you. Real Fopu, hi, how are you doing? Glad to see you on here. Very much so, even with the food prep, you work physically, at least prior to COVID, so you find it helps you stay light on your feet all day. You're a very big fellow too, so people are usually surprised to see you eating veggies all day. Well, contrary to what most people think, we don't actually need as much meat in our diets. And you'll actually be a lot healthier if you just eat mostly veggies, you know, as long as you do get proteins in the right way. But yeah, most people have no idea what they're supposed to eat, so. Where you live, beans and rice are a must-have in every lunch, so it just makes the creative process of cooking easier as well. You just have to think what would go with that. That's true, yeah. Beans and rice, I love rice. Beans are probably not as much a thing that I eat very frequently, but um, yeah, I think I would really struggle to go without rice. I love rice. People still have the bad stigmas on vegetarian diet, right? You totally agree with what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I think it's just, I'm not necessarily saying that being vegetarian is healthier than being, what's it, omnivores or something. But I think there is definitely, a good point about, you need to eat predominantly veggies in your diet. And then, if you are going to be vegetarian, you also have to make sure that you get the right proteins in, because then that side of it can be tricky. You live quite northern, so if it weren't for modern grocery, you'd be a carnivore or potato eater. Oh no, that is so horribly unhealthy. So good that you're not, The ratios or balance are the key. It's all about getting it all in. You can eat whatever you want as long as you're getting what your body and brain need. Exactly. Yeah, that does make sense. It's all about a balance, right? It's like when one says something that's and somebody responds with pray. Hang on, I missed something. All our bodies biologically react differently to different foods. It's important to test and study to see what works for you. Exactly. Yes. I mean, we're not all the same and we all have different needs, so some people, work better on a certain diet than others do, so Vicky Vlad, welcome. Thank you so much for that follow. Really appreciate that. If you want to introduce yourself, tell us where you're from and what kind of art you like to make. That would be wonderful. You like how Brussels sprouts turn you into a natural gas leak. Oh no. Oh no. Your fiance is a menace with sulfurous veggies. Oh really? Why is that? They taste good or she makes them taste really bad? Or should I say he? My apologies if I got that the wrong way. Hello, you're not an artist, but you like watching art streams. Well, that's great. Glad to have an avid art lover here though. I may have to go get Zazu quiet for a bit. So, because he's hearing things going on in the kitchen. So now he wants in on the action. He thinks there's going to be some of his favorite food around. Who said the word? Exactly. Well, it's just the ruffling in the kitchen that's setting him off. To be polite in present company, they say they upset her tummy. Oh no, that's not good. Not good at all. What you doing? What you doing? My bird is losing it. I know. He's trying to get attention from me because he thinks if he's being loud enough that I'll listen to him and go and give him his favorite food. You've never seen a parrot like that. He's such a sweet guy and a cute birdie. Oh, thanks guys. You know quite well what she's doing, bird. Yes, I'm painting. I'm painting and you don't need to keep asking me what I'm doing. So Zazu is an Alexandrine parrot actually. He can live up to easily 50 to 60 years. And so, yeah, I'll be very old by the time, you know, his lifespan ends. So, yeah, gotta think carefully if you want to get one of those guys. Because you may need to think up a will for one of them if you get them too late in your life. Your cat is at the window squaring up with the neighbor's stray that wants in. Oh no! Make sure they don't get to each other. Don't want that to go ugly. You wouldn't get a parrot because they are too smart. You feel like you couldn't entertain them. Yeah, I totally agree, Neo. I mean, if I had a full-time job, I wouldn't have ever gotten Zazu. And at the moment, I don't think I could ever have a full-time job because he would get so bored if I wasn't home all day. So luckily at the moment, I work from home. And so he can be, you know, out in the open, flies around all day. And so if I had to work, he's basically locked up in a small cage, and that's not really a fair life on him at all. This feels like a game scene right now with the music and the parrot talking. Oh, which game? One of the reasons you don't have a pet is because you wouldn't be able to stand losing them. Yeah, Clint. That's the reason I don't want to have a pet rat. I would love to own a pet rat, but yeah, just the thought of losing them every 3 years doesn't really, you know, sit well with me. So this is why I love parrots, because they have a very long lifespan. You know, as long as you keep them healthy and happy, you don't really need to think about that too much. So that's really good. Now, unfortunately, guys, it is getting close to my bedtime, so I'm gonna have to cut the stream short, but I will be on again tomorrow. And so I'll be on tomorrow for my morning stream, and I'll also be on tomorrow for my evening stream. So yeah, I'll be able to show you guys some more progress, hopefully. But for now, I'm gonna go find somebody that we can raid, and I think I know just the person. We're gonna raid my friend Sarah. So Sarah and I actually studied at university together when we were studying illustration, and Sarah is an amazing watercolor artist. You guys should see the stunning work she creates. Do give her a follow. She's a beautiful, beautiful person and an amazing artist, so you'll really love watching her stream. Thank you for the follow, Joy Saint. Thank you. So yeah, I really appreciate it if you guys could follow me over to Sarah. And then we can, hopefully I'll see all of you guys again tomorrow. But until then, yeah, I'll see you guys over at Sarah's. But yeah, no, sorry for the short stream, Doverkin. Yeah, it's a short stream, but that's because yeah, I'm trying to get the schedules, you know, flipped over a little bit. So tomorrow's stream will be longer. So let's go raid Sarah. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye guys!